Yo, what's going on YouTube? I am Germ here. So the sneaker game is really bigger than ever, especially over the pandemic. So many collectibles, so many different things. We're just absolutely blowing up. And I have loved shoes in the sneaker game for quite some time. You know, wearing, collecting, investing, flipping, trying to make money. It has been really, really fun over the past couple years. I think I got started maybe like 2017, 2018, something like that. But again, over the pandemic was a lot of fun. But the hardest way and the biggest question that people always have is, you know, I want to get into the sneaker game, but what's the best way to do it? And I want to flip sneakers, I want to sell sneakers, I want to invest in sneakers, but it's really hard. How do you find the deals? How do you find great sneakers to flip? How do you find these good prices? How do you find these steals and deals? And that's what we're going to be talking about in this video today. Not only am I going to be showing you guys what I think is the best method for finding shoes to flip, invest in, whatever, get hype sneakers at cheap prices. I'm also going to be showing you guys that I have done just this, even very, very recently over the past couple of months. And with this strategy, you know, I easily think you could make a couple $1,000 every single month. But also, you know, if you want to flip sneakers, you could do that. But if you just want to get some sneakers to wear, you can get some hype stuff at some great prices. Or if you want to invest, you can get the cheapest price. So you have the best chance of making the most money in the long term. So this method is from StockX.com, and you can do this on other websites too. I think this works best with StockX, GOAT, and eBay. I think StockX is the easiest to pull this off on, and I think it is kind of the best. But again, I've done it on GOAT, I've done it on eBay. It is possible, but StockX is definitely my go-to. So you go to the StockX.com homepage, and on this homepage, you are going to go up to the browse in the top right-hand corner here. You're going to go to browse. You're going to click on sneakers, and that is going to take you to this page, StockX.com/sneakers. You're going to see the featured. This is, you know, shoes that are popping right now. There are probably a lot of new releases, things that are popular, things that are hyped. StockX is trying to point you in this direction for whatever reason. Probably stuff that's moving a lot right now. But I don't want this. I don't want the feature. The stuff that's the hottest right now, it's going to be the hardest to get at good prices. There's going to be so much volume. There's going to be so much inventory. The buy and the sell are going to be really, really close to each other. So it's going to be hard to get a deal because, you know, if somebody does offer them up for cheap, hey, they're in high demand. They're going to get snatched up instantly. And there's going to be so many people putting out offers, putting out bids, asks, all this stuff. You're not going to be able to get featured stuff for great prices. Really what we're looking for is stuff that's, you know, a little bit older, couple years old, even a couple months old sometimes, but really you're looking for a couple years old. You don't want it to be vintage, but you don't want it to be brand new. You don't want it to be super, super hot right now. But just because it's not super hot right now, super popping right now, that doesn't mean there's not a lot of demand for this. That doesn't mean they can't be cool. It doesn't mean they can't be hype. What we're going to do is we're going to go to the new lowest asks. Now, this is where you're going to find the gems. And what we're essentially doing, you know, this is a thing everywhere. This is a thing on eBay. This is a thing on, you know, if you play FIFA or any kind of games or whatever, we're going to be trying to snipe. We're going to be trying to snipe those good deals. Now, I'm recording this video in the morning on the East Coast. So this really is not the best time to do this. You'd like to do this in the middle of the day, maybe the afternoon, maybe the night when the whole United States and the whole world, you know, is up and these things are really moving. Because right now, you know, I go to new lowest ask and hey, this is like 19 minutes ago. That's not that fresh. And if there was a good snipe, it's going to be gone before 19 minutes. But you know, say I did this at a better time or a different time, whatever, maybe I'd find some better results. But I'm pretty much just going to sit here and I'm going to refresh this page, hopefully try to get stuff better than 19 minutes ago. This is even still 18 minutes ago, but, you know, whatever. We can still kind of rock with this a little bit. And essentially what we're going to be doing is these are all the new lowest asks. If somebody lists a pair of shoes at a new lowest price, it's going to pop up here, and it's going to pop up, you know, the newest ones at the top. And then we're going to go through here and we're going to see if we see any deals. Now, as you get more familiar with the sneaker game and shoe prices for certain silhouettes or certain colorways, or, you know, maybe you're going to find a shoe or two or three shoes that you're really an expert about, or you really know the market about, or maybe, you know, it's really tough when there's a lot of different silhouettes and colorways and sizes, you know, it gets a little bit crazy. But as you learn, you're going to start to, you know, be able to just scroll through here and be like, boom, that's a deal. Boom, that's a deal. I'm going to try and pick this up. I'm going to try to pick this up. But you can also just go through and click on these. I just like to go through, and anything that I think is interesting, I'm going to, click on it, open it up in a new tab, and I'm going to check it out and see what's exactly going on. Now, I don't think there's anything too crazy here. Kyrie's are a little bit insane right now, especially with him, getting dropped by Nike and all that stuff. I definitely like to click on some of the cheaper shoes to see what's going on. But even some shoes that I maybe don't know as much about, I'll click on them too, just to maybe even learn about them. Even if I know it's not going to be a good deal, well, hey, if I'm wasting my time anyway, might as well be learning something about some of these shoes. So, I thought these were kind of interesting. Air Max 95s, under $100 is usually not a horrible deal. It's usually something to check out. So I can see here, there's a shoe listed for $97, and I can see size 8 is listed for $97. Now, hey, it turns out this isn't a great deal. The last sell was $78, and if I'm going to buy this for $97, that's not going to be super great. I can also look at the past couple sales, over here on the side and see that, yeah, $97 isn't really a steal for these shoes. Now, if I was just looking for shoes to wear, $97 for Air Max 95s, that's a great deal. I could find, a really, really solid pickup here, especially, if I wear a size 8 and I look around and say, hey, the other ones are 126, 136, 97, that's a pretty good deal. But unfortunately, this shoe is not going to be a great investment. This shoe is not going to be a great flip, but this is at least the stuff I'm looking at. Same thing here. We got these Kyrie's. We can see 272. There's not really any of these listed, so this probably isn't going to be a great one to do either. This has never had any sales. If I wanted to, I could look these up on, Go and stock or Go and eBay and stuff too, and see what the different prices are to see, hey, maybe I can sell, or maybe I can buy these from StockX and sell them on Goat or sell them on eBay. That is, of course, always an option as well. But so far, I'm not seeing anything crazy. I'm not seeing any deals that are blowing me away. These are 99. Last sale was 45. But every once in a while, you will see a buy it now that's listed for way below the last sale, and I don't really know exactly why that is. Maybe somebody just really needs some money. They really want to get these shoes off their hands. Maybe it was an accident. Maybe they just don't know how valuable some of their stuff is. Or maybe it's a shoe that sells slowly and you might have to pick it up at a low price and hold it for a couple of months, but they don't want to wait a couple months and hey, you can, profit off of that. But, still just kind of going through here, clicking around, these are listed at 121. Doesn't really look like this is a great deal either. And you're not always going to find great deals. This is why I like to do this, when I'm just sitting if I'm at work or, back when I was in college, when I was in class, I would just be kind of scrolling through StockX. Whenever I had downtime, whenever I had time to kill, if I'm, listening to music, watching Netflix or whatever, this is just something I can passively kind of do in the background because it's really, really easy. And you never know when you're going to find a great deal. When you find a great deal, you can make, hundreds of dollars pretty much instantly and from the comfort of your home. You can source these very, very hype sneakers from your house instead of having to drive around or go a million places or, know a crazy plug or whatever. But in essence, this is what you're doing. Again, you can just refresh it. You can look around. You can see what's up. Now, here we're getting some good ones. This is 42 seconds ago. This is 56 seconds ago. These are the ones that start to have some potential. Now, I still don't really see anything all that great here. And again, I'm not doing this at a great time, and you're not always going to find anything that great. But at least once you start getting these that are just a couple minutes old, that's when you have, a much, much, much higher chance of being able to do anything here. And this is, a Kyrie fly trap. Those aren't going to be that good, but for $52 or whatever, it's at least worth taking a look at. And it turns out, those are all just super cheap. But I did want to show you guys some of the ones that I've been able to pull off recently, because again, this is something I've been doing over the past couple of months. And you can see here, I picked up these Jordan 6 rings 3M 2020 for $115. I guess I bought these a little bit later than I had thought, but September 28th, I picked these up for $115. And here you can see my sold. They just recently sold for $250. So that's $115 to $250. Now, yes, you're paying fees on both sides and stuff like that, but still $214 was what I ended up getting from this pair. So, I probably made like $50-$60, something like that. Here, I had some, I've been doing this a bunch. We had Adidas Yeezy Boost 380 Mist Reflective that I bought for $200. Those ended up selling for $323. We also have Jordan 7 Retro Hair 2015 that sold for $294. I picked these up for $183. So you can see that I have been able to buy and flip these shoes. Again, sometimes it takes a couple of months. Sometimes, there's not always a ton of great deals, but this is something you can do. And again, I think this is one of the easiest and best ways to find hype sneakers to be able to invest in, wear, or flip very, very fast and easily from the comfort of your home. Again, you could do this same idea of sniping on Go, on StockX, on eBay, whatever. I personally like doing it on StockX the most, but it will work anywhere. And you should try all of them and, see which ones you're going to have the most success with or whatever. But yeah, I do think this is the best sneaker finding, sourcing, flipping, whatever investing method for 2022. And it's something that I made definitely thousands of dollars with in 2022. I don't know. I feel like 2021 was a year that I really went the hardest at it. I didn't do as much of it in 2022 as I would have liked. But in 2023, I'm definitely going to be picking it up once again because especially as, some prices start to go down and the recession hits or whatever, people are going to be selling some sneakers. There are going to be some great prices. There are going to be some great finds. So it's definitely something I'm going to be looking at taking advantage more of. But that is pretty much everybody's video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you did enjoy this video. I would appreciate that so much. Hopefully I catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.